Hey everybody, welcome back to part 2 of the Humidor build. Thank you for watching the first one and coming back for the second. Today I'm going to start the glue up. I have the 4 pieces here, and for little knowledge, it is about a week later. I've been busy working and all that stuff, so I just have these 4 pieces. I haven't done anything else since. It's a little cold out. It's about 25-30 outside today, so we have our little Ryobi propane heater going. I picked up some of these corner clamps from Harbor Freight. We'll see how those work, if I need to use some bungees or something like that, because I think those straps might be long. It might be a little weird working with that. So I want to try to glue this up today and potentially start getting the top and bottom cut. All right, I think I got everything prepped. I don't know how this is gonna go. These are the corner clamps. They're like $5 at Harbor Freight. They got these corner pieces here. You put 4 on each or 1 on each side, and then these are the actual straps that go around the whole thing. I tried prepping the straps. Let's see, I gotta fix this one. And it's just a ratchet strap, that's all it is really. I don't know, I'm assuming you use it for other purposes, but yeah. So this will go in here. And yeah, that's about it. All right, so this is the pattern I'm gonna go with. I'll start by gluing it up and going from there. Just gonna get a glove for the glue. And let's see. So start with 1 piece at a time. Put a little bit more. Okay. This edge, this edge. You want to try to get all the end grain. The end grain's going to soak it all up, so you want to just get as much as you can in the grain. So like push it in. Some people I've seen tips on YouTube say to put a layer on first, let it dry a little bit, so it's in the end grain. I think I might have a little too much, but you can always wipe out the excess, which is what we're probably going to do. So, a little more here. I was using a regular bottle until I started doing some more projects and realized it was cheaper to buy by the gallon. That glue bottle, this one here, I think Glue Mate $4.50. This was like $5 or $10 on Amazon. It really wasn't expensive at all, and it's pretty cool. You can fill it up by the gallon. Gallon of glue is like $20 locally, versus buying it by the quart, which is like $10. So you're saving about half. And the bottle feeds on the bottom, so it's always fresh. You don't really get any like dry pieces and stuff like that on top. So it's all glued up now. You can see that. All right. I'm gonna excess here. Just try to get this off. So, try not to have these ratchet straps spin on you. I want to try to keep everything going in the same direction. The ratchet strap doesn't fold on itself. It's just going to make a mess when you're trying to ratchet it. So just like that. Okay, so there. Come around here. This side. Okay. All right. So now I'm in the things. Let's tighten it down. Okay. I'm not going to go really tight. Just want a little bit of pressure. Get a little bit of the glue out, and now I'm going to spin it so it's easier for me to work with the second one back on the table. Otherwise, I'd be trying to keep it in the air, which is something I don't want to do. So again, and this one I'll ratchet from the opposite side. So I'll come from here, pull the strap, so we have the same side up all the time. Come around, through my loops here. All right, just like that. And then again, because I little track. Go here, through the loop. I apologize if you can't see this. I'm not really paying much attention to the camera right now. There we go. All right, so again, just gonna ratchet just a little bit to get some grip on it. And now we'll center the strap. Pull. There we go. Good. And this one is tight. All right, cool. So that's all sealed. Let me get a square. We'll make sure it's square. All right. Maybe before that we'll clean up the glue because there's a lot of glue coming out of there. More than it is to sand it later. The inside doesn't need to be perfect because it is going to get covered with the Spanish cedar, but just want it neat. You want it clean. You don't want to have to deal with glue in the way. I hope this glue doesn't stick to these clamps because it is under a lot of the clamps. There we go. All right, so first thing I'm seeing, this edge is not good. This edge is square, this edge is square, this edge is square. But this edge here, I don't know if you can tell, if you can see, it's sticking up just a little bit there, this little lip here. It can get sanded down. I just want to make sure it is square in the box itself. So let me get a ruler or a tape measure. All right, I'm gonna burn 1 inch. So I'm going to put the 1 on the tip of the corner, right here. And read the other corner. I have 17. Here to here, I have 17. But you could definitely tell that this is, it says it's square. Well, let's use this angle finder and see. We'll turn this on. Let's zero it out. Open it up. Just loosen it a little bit. All right, zero it out again. All right, 0, 0. There we go. And we'll go around the corner. 89.8. 90 exactly. 89.3. 90 exactly. So this might be because this is that corner where the lip is. No, that's not right. This is the corner where the lip is, here. 89.8. All right, I'm gonna leave it. It's measuring 90 on one of the other corners. Doing the triangle test that I explained in the first video is showing that it is 17. 17. All right, so it's gonna stay like this. 11 3/4, 11 3/4, 10 3/4, or 10 7/8, 10 7/8. That's it. It's just gonna stay like this. I'll sand down this edge that's leaning out. I guess doing the clamps made it square because it's a box. It's pulling from all sides equally, maybe. I don't know. So the next thing I'm gonna do is start cutting the top and the bottom. So what I did was I took the box over here to get an exact measurement. I lined up the edges to be flush of the stock walnut down here and the edge of the box. And I put a line there. That'll give me a line to cut for the top and the bottom so that I know everything is equal. So this is here. Now I'll take this over to the miter saw and I'll start cutting those. All right, now the first cut's done. Actually, I can't. I was going to put a stop block in. I had to use that, but it extends past my table, so I cannot do that. So I'm just going to be measuring and cutting using the same piece because I know that it is the same. And if it's slightly bigger, that is okay at this point. So next one. So I'm going to do 4 of these total. Whenever you're doing something like this, always make sure you use the original piece of wood. So this way you have copies of the original. If you have a slight difference between the first one and the second one, and the second and the third and the third and the fourth and so on, you're going to end up with a compound issue at the end. So and then the last one. So there we go. Good, good. There we go. Now we have the 4 boards. Let's go back over here. All right, so these are going to get joined up. Let's see. Ooh. All right, so I'm going to do 2 and 2. These boards, I don't think I need to join them. They're pretty close. I might run them through a table saw. Do I have enough? No, not really. There we go. That looks good right here. And then this one. All right, so I have about a 1/4 inch to play with on here. I'm gonna try, these boards look pretty good. As far as seams, you could still see the seam here, but I do like the way that looks with the way the pattern is. I'm gonna try to put this through on the table saw and join one edge on each board. I'm gonna just take like the smallest amount off to see what happens, and hopefully I don't mess it up. So, all right, let me show you how this gets set up when you're joining with a table saw. So what we're gonna do, first off, the blade is gonna get set to the height of the wood. So right there, just a touch over the top. The fence is set up and locked. So I have the fence, this 4-foot level, and my board. My board is set, my blade is set, my fence is set so that the blade is just taking off like half of a blade width on the board. I'm gonna run the board and the level down together against the fence. This will ensure that everything stays level rather than riding the fence, because I know this is perfect. And it assures there's no bow here. So if there's a slight bow here, as that bow is riding along the fence itself, it may, twist the board as it goes under the blade. Obviously not as dramatic, but, on such a small piece. But when you're riding along a straight edge to a straight edge, that's guaranteeing that this edge is also going to be straight. So let's get started with this. Turn the vacuum on. And I'm just going to do one side of each board. So now, look how much closer now this seam is. This is hardly visible. So now we'll take it to the box. Oh, good. I did not take. So I still have edging here. I have a lip on both sides, which is great because I want that for now until I can get exact dimensions. And once it's all glued up, it'll get milled down to the right size. So there we go. Something like that. All right. Now I'll do this with the second pieces here. The same thing. And then I'll get up the biscuit joiner and we'll try that. All right, same thing here. Let's see. Nice. All right. I guess biscuit time now. Never used a biscuit joiner before. Purchased that during Black Friday on Home Depot. Let's see how it goes. All right, let's start doing this. This is, again, my first time doing this, so we'll see. First thing is we'll make marks where we want the biscuits. So we're gonna put, we'll separate them into thirds, the board into thirds, here, here, and here. So now I have 3 marks that I can use for aligning the tool itself. So I'll put one board clamp here, like that. So the tool I got is this Wen model. Like I said, it was Home Depot, it was like 60 bucks, I think. So what you're gonna do is, you're gonna set it to the number biscuit you're using first. I'm using a number 10 biscuit here. This will go halfway in like that. Right here, there's an adjustment. Set that to number 10. I set this guide to 90 to ensure that the machine is going in the right angle. And now I'm going to line it up here. I might need another clamp. Well, I'll start with the middle one first. All right, so here we go. All right. And a third. All right, that's that. Test it. Oh, perfect. Cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. So we'll take this one out here. You can see it's a 3. And now those lines will meet up with the other lines. So as long as I'm on the lines again, we should be good. So we will go here, on center, crank it down so it don't move. And then follow the guides in the line. Okay. So now that that's all done. By the way, this table, this was also another, I think I got this at Home Depot. This is a DeWalt folding table, folding workbench. I've used it all the time. It folds up to flat. It's like 4 inches when it's all flat. Let me take the camera down and show you. folds up to flat. It's just this one button. It all collapses. I don't remember what this cost. I think it was maybe $79 or $99. But it's great. It's got all the holes to throw clamps in and stuff like that. Very, very easy to use. Very easy to set up. And it holds a ton of weight. You could stand on it, no problem. It's very, I mean, they tell you not to stand on it, but, you know, yeah. Oh, all right. So, that's that. We got a couple biscuits, 3 to be exact. So we're just going to clean out the holes because maybe I went a little too fast. First one. There we go. Alright. So before I put any glue, I'm just going to test fit everything just to make sure it's all good. Just 3. There. There we go. Nice. And then that'll get clamped shut. Perfect. Cool. Alright, so let's glue everything now. So the biscuits are made to swell once there's glue in them. So I'm going to fill the biscuit hole. I'm not going to go too much because I'm going to do it on both sides. Here and here. Okay. This one. What's the other? Okay. I do have my clamps. Where clamps? One here, one there. All right. So biscuits will go in. You can see the glue swelling out. 3. Clean up that excess of glue. And there we go. I don't want to put too much first. You don't want all the glue to squeeze out. Obviously, you want some to squeeze out, you know, but not all of it. Clean up what you can. A good tip, which I did not follow just now, is to let it dry a little bit, and then you can scrape it. Now it's in the grain, and I'll have to do a little more cleanup when it comes to later. Let's see what the backside looks like. Alright, so we can get one more clamp down the middle. This guy. The other way. You can see a lot of glue squeeze out now with the that's that third clamp. And not as much on the bottom, so the bottom's okay. Alright. Good. We'll leave it like that. I don't want to keep playing with it, keep fussing with it. If I have enough clamps, I could do the other side, but I don't think I do. So this might have to be a stop here. I'll cut the biscuits on the second piece, but I think that might be it. I have one more big clamp, so something I should have picked up when I was just out. Oh well. All right, thank you all for watching. That's it for today. Since I am out of clamps, I did cut the last biscuits here, so once this is dry, I can take the clamps off, clamp this up, but I'll probably do that off camera. I don't need to do that on film. The box is here drying up as well. Worked out nice. pretty good. Next time, we're going to cut these down to the actual size of the box. Once the box is out of the clamps and all dried up, we'll cut them to the exact size of the box. We'll cut the rabbets in the edge here, and we may plane it down just to get it absolutely perfect on the planer here. Till next time, thank you much for sticking around, and I hope to see you in part 3.